Alright guys, I'm here at Steel City Con here in Monroeville, PA. I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna get some cosplay interviews, maybe see some celebrities, see some photo ops, spend a lot of money, that's for sure. But I love this place, I love the community, so let's get out there. How many years have you been coming to this convention?
I have been coming for 4 years. My first Steel City was the June 2021. It's definitely a trip. My mom actually got me into it because at the time she lived in Monroeville and she was like, hey, you're into this stuff. Here's this con. I'm like, are you going to buy me the ticket?
I'd say 3. I'm going to say 3 because my first one was in 2022. I came in December. I got to meet like a bunch of people. It was my first ever Steel City, not Sci-Fi Valley. Then I came December 2024, and then this time, so about 3 years now.
On and off, probably about 6 years.
Wow, it's since it started.
Wow, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a real while.
Yeah.
The last time I was here was about 10 years ago. This was the first convention that I came to in 2005 when I moved to Maryland from Nevada.
I've been coming to this convention for 10 years.
First year, first timer, awesome.
Since 2017.
2017?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a while.
I was Jana from League of Legends.
This is my second time here.
Second time, awesome.
Mostly, I would say 7 years, including the 2 other years in 2016 and 2017, some of that.
I've been here about 2 years.
Since 2016, I've gone to, but regularly 4 years now.
This is my first time.
First timer, awesome, awesome, great.
Over 20
Over 20?
since it started.
Wow, holy crap.
A long time.
This is actually my first year.
There's no way this is your first year and you have this.
Yep.
About 5 years thus far.
6?
Yeah, probably about at least the last 6 years, something like that.
Maybe 8?
Probably like 2 to 3 years.
This is my first year.
I've been going to Steel City since, I think, 2019. I'm really bad with counting my years, but it's the first ever con I went to, and I was invited by a friend, and I've been coming every year since, and it's a fun time every single time.
How much did your cosplay cost?
I made mine completely. This is a combination of hand-sewn items and just however I was able to put stuff together. So I could not even give you a price based on like how much I spent on the like materials, maybe like 50 to $100, but like the amount of time and labor and effort that I put into it, I'm not sure how much it would actually be worth.
$800,000 possibly.
Holy
overall.
crap. That's good, that's good. Really well done.
This one is probably actually one of my cheaper ones. This altogether was about $250.
I would say roughly 500.
500?
Yeah.
Pretty good for 500.
Like $20.
20 bucks?
I made it.
Budgeting, that's good. Real good.
Cheap.
Cheap.
It's hard to say. I got pieces that I've had before and some I didn't. So I would say probably about, with the boots, about 100.
Probably around $100, $150.
Mine was only about like, I really think like $30 max because I just threw a bunch of this together from my closet and half of my clothes are thrifted. Like this was a $2 thrifted extra large t-shirt and this isn't even a skirt, it's a tank top, so.
Whatever works, honestly.
This is all screen accurate material, so around the area of like $1,200.
Well, it's actually free because I dress like this every single day.
No way.
Yeah, I own Wolverine Auto and Hot Rods, so it's self-advertisement.
Mine was basically free because I found this dress in an old closet from one of my relatives and the wig was given to me by a friend.
Mine was, the lightsaber was the expensive part.
They usually
Totally
are.
about $350.
Yeah.
The costume wasn't too bad, it was about $200 total.
The outfit itself, not too bad. Some of it's handmade, so fabric can be a little pricey, but overall probably, about $200. The wig is around about $45. The makeup's Mayron, so not too bad. $15 for a pot of black makeup, not too shabby.
Mhm.
The burial blade, is handmade, so that's where you start to get a little bit more expensive because making any sort of prop can be a little expensive, especially if you're not 3D printing.
The outfit itself was $500. The sword cost me about $200, and the shield all the way back there cost me another $300. That puts it around $1,000.
1,600 and some change.
Awesome. That is crazy.
Over $100 for sure, because I kept having to go back to Hobby Lobby and all that stuff. For the fabrics, the skeleton suit was like $30. The fabric and like the rhinestones was about like 40 plus like more. I had to buy more and more fabric and more rhinestones, so that it's definitely over $120.
That's a great question. Because I made the bulk of this minus my onesie suit, so I'd probably say 30.
30?
Yes.
Good. That's a good budget for that. It looks great.
This vest was, I believe, $24. The suit, the shirt, the jacket, and the pants were $80 combined, and the shoes were $12.
I think $20.
Good. Saving money.
Under 30.
So this one was close to 1,100, I'd say.
1,100.
Yeah, the jacket and the hat really killed it. The boots, jacket, hat, and boots.
Yeah, mine, I probably spent definitely under $100.
I honestly would say close in between 200 and 300.
What originally got you into cosplay?
I'm a huge fan of Doctor Who, obviously, and I always liked their styles in the show, so I always wanted to try to dress kind of like them. And eventually I found costume pieces, and eventually it naturally came to me that I started cosplaying.
A love for specifically the first character I ever cosplayed was Garrett from Thief. And I loved him so much that I could not resist the idea of trying to figure out a way to create him. And it is just spiraled from there. Any character that I love to absolute shambles and back, I find a way to create them. It is turned into if I don't know how to do it, I will figure out how to do it, and it spirals. And then next thing I know, I'm learning a new thing that I never knew how to do before. I'm embroidering an entire trench coat, having never embroidered a day in my life.
I've always liked dressing up since I was a little kid, so it never went away.
Obviously. You look great.
Thank you.
I've actually only been going to cons for a year, so this year has been my first year at conventions. I've been cosplaying for charity events, hospitals, working with Make-A-Wish and everything for about 6 years now.
So what originally got me into cosplay was Boy George from the 80s, because I started cosplaying him in 2019, around like 6th grade or so, and now I'm in college, so that's fun.
COVID. Literally around the time of the pandemic, I was looking for something fun to do, and a photographer friend of mine was going to a cosplay shoot, and I had no clue about that and was like, okay, well that sounds like fun. And so I created a suit for the shoot, showed up, and yeah, I've been friends with some of them since then and really gotten into cosplay.
I'm super big into horror movies, and I was really into Goosebumps as a kid, and I loved all of their crazy monster masks and everything, and it got me into like doing like effects and crazy makeup and stuff.
Probably other people around me. I had a lot of friends who were from the city, and I grew up in a country place, so I never really had that idea. And when I moved here, I met a friend who was really into anime, and they said, have you ever thought about cosplaying? And I said, no. So that's when they brought me here, and I think I watched Ouran High School Host Club, and that was my first inspiration to cosplay.
I like pretty outfits, and I like getting people's reaction when they see their favorite characters brought to life. Like, one of the original cosplays I did was Padme from episode 2.
Awesome.
Like her white two-piece, and everyone was so excited to see it, and they were so amped up, and I was like, you know what, let's do this again. Let's do it more.
Honestly, my daughter just reignited my obsession with the franchise, and she talked me into it, and I was like, I put this much effort into it, I might as well use it for more than just Halloween.
Believe it or not, I came to this convention for my first time in 2014, and I just saw the number of cosplayers, people older than me, younger than me, didn't matter what size, they were just dressed up, and I was like, that's awesome. I want to do that.
My wife wanted the family to do a Halloween family dress up.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, what can who can I dress up as and retain my dignity? The answer was Morpheus from The Matrix.
I was a theater major, and I did a lot of theater in high school.
I met like 4 theater kids that also grew up. It's great.
That's it.
You get to play a character.
Yeah, and then you get into dressing up. That's all you do.
Just come in, actually, my wife.
Yeah?
She went to Comic-Con with me and never used to cosplay until she came and said, I want to cosplay too. So we did, and ever since we've been coming to different Comic-Cons across the country and hitting it up.
Awesome. That's pretty romantic, honestly.
Mostly seeing all the cosplayers and such, so I started my first so I started from there. Kind of research online, see what to do.
I think for both of us, it'd be Star Wars. We're both really big Star Wars nerds.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, Galaxy's Edge, where they have all of their costumes and stuff there. We just started kind of compiling stuff from them, and then next thing you know, we're going crazy and doing just about everything.
I actually believe it was a Halloween, actually. I had unrestricted internet access growing up, and I don't know, something about Doki Doki Literature Club. I was like, I want to be them. So I searched up costumes of that character, and I was like, cosplay's what that's called? And I just got more and more into it.
Well, nothing really originally got me into it. I kind of knew I was working in Savannah, Georgia, and some guys across the bar said, hey, you kind of look like Hugh Jackman. So I did the beard, and from the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, my mentor looked at me and said, man, you look like Wolverine, so name your company Wolverine Auto. Dress like them, look like them, and it's self-advertisement. I've been doing it ever since.
That is insane. That is insane how it works out.
Yeah.
Looks like him, basically sponsors him, is him.
Right.
It's right. That is insane. Awesome.
Darth Maul was the first character I ever saw when the movie came out that I wanted desperately to learn how to cosplay. This is a full circle moment because I finally got to meet him and wear it at the same time. But I've dabbled in and out of cosplay. I've gotten more into it over the last few years and starting to really develop more characters.
Ever since I was a kid, I just like dressing up. I never stopped.
This guy got me into it, and we made a Batman costume, and that changed my life. It was awesome.
I always like dressing up. That's all. I've always dressed up for anything.
Well, you work it. How long have you been cosplaying?
It's my first time.
This is your first time? You spent that much on it?
Absolutely.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
23 years.
23 years. I just met someone earlier that has been doing it since the 90s.
Since 2017.
Okay. So that's about the same time I started?
Yeah. Forever.
Awesome.
How many years is that? 9?
I don't want to do math right now.
I can't do math?
Since the pandemic, so when the pandemic ended.
Feels like years ago now.
Yeah, about 5 years ago, I think.
All right, that's good.
2020.
Probably around 5 years.
A little less than the con, about 5 years, I'd say.
Yeah, it's like, I think 2021 was the first year that we started.
5 or 6 years now.
I've watched since 2015, so it's an everyday thing.
We're going to actually go way, way back and say that it's been probably about 34 years.
Officially, I have been cosplaying for 10 years now.
About as long as I've been coming here for. This was my first ever con, so for about 2 to 3 years now.
10, 11 years.
Over a decade.
About 6 years now.
6 years. Awesome.
About 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah, since when I started Boy George, so yeah, I've met him. I got to meet him online and stuff like that, and it was really cool. He really liked my costume of him, and he really liked. I have a custom made Funko Pop and all that stuff of him. So he's like, "What do you got back there?" I was like, "There's a little doll of you," and he's like, "What are those little dolls?" And I'm like, "That's you." He's like, "I just love your cosplay," but I've been cosplaying 6 years, going to Sci-Fi Valley, SetsuCon. I want to go to Happy Valley Comic Con, but I have no time to do that.
So officially, yes, since 2020, so about 5 years. However, I've made costumes prior to, but just for fun, not necessarily for cosplay reasons.
Oh, for me, it's been since about like 6th grade, like middle school. As soon as I could figure out how to put makeup on my face, pretty much.
Probably like second or third grade.
Late 90s?
Late 90s. Oh, a veteran cosplayer right here. That's awesome. That's still awesome. What are your future cosplay plans?
Future cosplay plans are definitely Red Hood. I want to do another Spider-Man. I've only done Toby, but I want to do a couple, get more like in the comic book versions of them. Absolutely need to do Daredevil at some point. Don't know when though. A really big one for me has to be Iron Man. I have to pull off. I mean, if this is going good, I have to get.
Yeah,
Iron
if you
Man
could pull some off like this, you can definitely do an Iron Man pretty well.
Yeah. So
My future cosplay plan, the one I have on the top of my head right now is Poison Ivy.
Currently in the works, I am doing Code Veronica Wesker, Resident Evil 5 Wesker, but specifically the one in which he is fully transformed and coming out of the volcano, because I would not know Symbol ever. And I like a challenge. I'm also very into Resident Evil. So, if anything from Resident Evil 9 when it comes out sparks my interest, we will definitely have something from that.
So I really want to do a Gelfling from Dark Crystal, and I really have to figure out the prosthetics for that. And then also probably something from Wicked.
I have a pretty big plan for this Sunday because I'm going to be wearing a face prosthetic as Vicky from Terrifier.
Nice.
I'm putting together a Chop Top costume from Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2.
Has-Been Hotel.
I plan on doing this many, many more times.
Gandalf.
I'm always working on Jedi costumes and always upgrading my Aragorn.
I want to remake my Red Sonja costume because they released the movie and her costume's slightly different than the comics, so I got to remake it.
We're just going to try and go over to more Comic-Cons across the country. Hopefully in a couple months we're going to go to Orlando for their MegaCon and go from there.
We're putting together some characters from the Agatha All Along. We've got the Lady Death, and then he's wanting to do Billy. That's just some of them. Yeah, we've been really into the Fallout. We're all in the hype right now. Plan to do some from them.
Right now, I don't have a set big plan. I do want to revamp a bunch of my old cosplays, actually. I had an old big Rainbow Dash cosplay that I used to do that I want to revamp, so I guess that's newer-ish, but I don't have any new plans at the moment because this was kind of it for right now. Yeah.
I want to cosplay more like Vocaloid characters, like Kasane Teto. Yes. And I actually have a cosplay in the works, fursuit in the works, made by my one friend. It's of my Persona Star.
Well, what I would like to do is I started doing a little bit more cosplay down in Orlando, Florida. I was doing some charity work, and a company picked me up and said, hey, would you work with some autistic children and people with disabilities? Yeah. And I started doing that, and it was the most rewarding thing for me in my life, was to be able to work with people that, back in Detroit, I did Wolverine for the Woodward Dream Cruise, and people that are paraplegic, just bringing smiles to people's faces, people that are autistic and things like that. It's not even about me. It's about putting the claws on the kids and taking pictures with them and letting them feel like a superhero for a second.
The next one that I'm working on is a Deadpool variant.
Nice.
It's my own pet project, not particularly from any of the movies or comics, but also plays a little bit into the video game.
Withered Bonnie is definitely one.
Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes, Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I've been working on it way before the trailers came out for FNAF 2. I've been a fan of FNAF since the games came out anyway. That was like little wee tiny little Luigi, yeah, of course. But I have Withered Bonnie. I want to do Papa V Perpetua from Ghost, and I also have Papa Turzo coming in for Christmas. And then for my last one for SetsuCon, I have my own little OC character that I made. Her name's Radio Star. That's why I'm named Radio Star on literally everything, like my TikTok. So that's like my cosplay name now. So like she has like split green hair like I do under this and all that stuff. So Yeah, she's gonna be in coming in SetsuCon next year, 2026.
At the moment, I don't have any new plans, but I'm revisiting old cosplays such as Morpheus, Nick Fury, Blade from the TV series, the 2006 Spike TV series. I'll be him tomorrow.
Also, different characters from Has-Been Hotel. Literally any of Batman's love interests. Every single gown Glinda has ever worn. Just too many to keep track of at this point.
Next year, I plan to do 3 big ones for me. Deadpool, Fugitive Doctor, and my brain is farting Darth Revan. There we go.
Darth Revan. Love me some Darth Revan. And the big one, 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 and the big one. Advice for future cosplayers.
Ooh, it's easy, it's fun, and everyone's friendly.
Don't be scared. Put on your best costume. People will love you. You know, try and be original, like me.
Always research what you're going to do. Sometimes it might be tough, but practice can make it perfect.
I just say it doesn't really matter. Just start where you can, and you can work your way up. I mean, don't be afraid to just start at the bottom, work your way up, and just go out and have fun. That's really what it's all about.
Your cosplays are allowed to look like at first. It is completely fine. And for younger cosplayers who want to be more careful, if you're gonna wear skirts or dresses of anything of the sort, wear shorts underneath. Doesn't have to be black. I normally do shorts that match the bottom half of what I'm wearing, so.
Doesn't matter if it's cheap, doesn't matter if it's expensive, doesn't matter if you get it out of your closet. As long as you're proud of what you get and if it makes you happy, any cosplay looks phenomenal. My cosplay used to look like absolute crap because this original cosplay, inaccurate colors, inaccurate coat, inaccurate everything, inaccurate face. So as long as you're happy with what you got, that's all that matters.
Authenticity. You know, if you look, it's authenticity. If you're cosplaying, you have anybody out there that wants to do the X-Men thing. I just got a connection where people travel and do the X-Men. I would love to reach out to anybody that Jean Grey, Rogue, Deadpool. I've been looking for a Deadpool.
There's usually a lot more than I've seen lately. It's weird.
Deadpool. I'm here home wolfing again. But, anyways, future cosplaying, you know, have fun with it. You know, there's a lot of things you can do for a positive impact on people. You know, research, going out, maybe going to a children's hospital. That's our next move. Things like that. You got to have a little bit of a tough mindset for that because it's a little rough. But you know, use what you got to inspire others every day.
It's okay to buy it. If you don't have the crafting skills or you don't have the time, it's okay to buy it. But you can still put the character that you love to life, putting pieces together, buying little bits and bobs here and there to create who you love, even if you don't have the time or the technical skill to make it yourself.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make it illegitimate because you bought it. You're doing your character justice and you're doing what's in your heart.
Don't be afraid to mess up or do something wrong because it's always going to happen. And if you get used to the fact that it will happen, you can accept that it can happen, and it will push you that much closer to getting to where you want to be in cosplay.
Too scared to start? Just do it. I mean, you'll be surprised. It's easier said than done, but I suffered from anxiety for a long time, and the cosplay is actually what kind of saved me from that. Getting more outspoken and becoming a lot more of a, I guess you could say, squeaky wheel. You know, so just getting out there, doing it. It's a great community. There are some really, really amazing people in there. I've met some amazing people doing this stuff. I mean, I can't tell you. It has been such a life changer. Just the atmosphere, you know. If you're scared of doing cosplay, just do it. You'll be surprised, you know, what lies over that. You know, amazing stuff can happen. So,
Advice for future cosplayers: definitely practice like with foam and EVA and like sewing, which I'm a beginner sewer. So like this isn't perfect, but we're getting there.
It's still good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm still experimenting with everything. So I say like experiment with the things that you want to dress up as. Like just grab supplies and do whatever you feel like. It's the creativeness is what counts the most.
Yeah.
And like everybody seeing your amazing cosplay is like what you want. So like what you want the most that is. So that all depends on the cosplayer. But that's kind of my advice. Just use a lot of materials and practice for sure. Just have fun. That's really all I can say is have fun.
Oh, it's all about fun, okay? It's all about the play in cosplay. And you can do any character that you want. You can make it your own. And it doesn't matter if you do a closet cosplay and you find something within clothes that you already own for free. Or you purchase something online, or you have to be craftsy and you decide to make something your own. Just have fun. Have fun.
This is coming from a scare actor. You need to be comfortable looking weird and acting weird, and you will encapsulate like a character 10 times better than anything a costume can do.
Yeah, just be yourself, have fun with it. Never be too scared to never worry about what other people think. Just, be you.
Follow your interests.
Yeah.
Cosplay's for everybody. Any size, any race, it's for everybody.
You don't have to be the best or spend a lot of money to have a good time and have a good cosplay. There will be other people wearing the same outfit as you, but do not compare yourself to them because you are your own person and everyone's cosplay is amazing.
If you're going to do it right. Go down the rabbit hole, obsess, and put all your effort into it.
Don't be afraid to do the cosplays. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, what size you are, what you look like. If you want to do a character, just do the character. It's fun. It's somebody that you enjoy and look up to. I would say just go for it.
Don't live your life for fear. Live it for fun. Go out, have fun. Do what you want. Who cares what other people think?
Never be too scared and just embrace a character that you could put your spirit and time and energy into.
No matter who you are, no matter what you look like, no matter your gender, none of that matters. You can cosplay whatever character you want. If that character resonates with you, if that character speaks to you as a person, you deserve to cosplay that character. That character resonated with you. There are ways to cosplay that character and it not be inappropriate and it not be, problematic. It's still a character that resonated with you. It's still important to you. And it's okay to cosplay that character. You don't need to look exactly like that character to be that character. It's essentially, there was a post by a cosplayer who I have followed for a long time, and his name is Nightmage, and I cannot remember the exact words he said, but he said it so beautifully, and I know it's very, it's closer on the top of his page, and I highly recommend following him. But he said it very beautifully, and I wish I could remember the words off the top of my head right now. But it was like,
for everyone.
Cosplays for everyone, and it's like taking a character and making your own version, your own. I wish I could remember the words, but you're making your own version of that character, your own artwork of that character. Bring them to life in your own way. It doesn't need to be perfectly screen accurate for it to still be that character. Bring it to your own flourish. Make them yours, and it will be beautiful.
And I will say too, practice makes perfect. So if you're intimidated by working with makeup, sit there and practice with it.
Biggest advice, I'd say, try not to compare yourself as hard as it is to those big content creators. Try not to post or cosplay just because you want to have the same fame as them. Do it because you enjoy it. Don't be frustrated if a post gets like 100 views, because you still had fun doing it, and that's what should matter about it, not other people's validation. But you should know that you look good no matter what you do, and you should just like how you look, and that's the gist of it.
Oh, and one more. practice makes perfect. It's okay if the first time you cosplay the character looks bad. Practice, practice, practice. Absolutely.
Steel City Con in December, priceless. You guys rock. Love coming to your show. See you next year.